All right, well, while we're talking about politicians in Washington, did you see what happened yesterday on Capitol Hill?
I saw clips of that, yeah.
You saw clips of that? Okay, we have Elijah coming up here.
WWF, wasn't that?
It was,
yeah, that's exciting stuff.
I don't know, I'm sort of two minds about it, but then again, let's let you be the judge. Many Americans were given a fresh reminder of why they are fed up with Washington politics. During another hearing on the IRS's targeting of conservative and Tea Party groups, Chairman of the House Oversight Committee, Darrell Issa, began by grilling IRS official Lois Lerner for 11 straight minutes. For each question asked, Lerner pled the fifth, refusing to cooperate. And then this happened.
I have no expectation that Ms. Lerner will cooperate with this committee, and therefore we stand adjourned.
Chairman, I have a statement. I have a procedural question, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, you cannot run a committee like this. You just cannot do this. We're better than that as a country. We're better than that as a committee. May I ask my question? May I state my statement?
You're all free to leave. We've adjourned, but the gentleman may ask his question.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, I have one procedural question, and it goes to trying to help you get the information, by the way, that you just asked.
What is your question?
Let me say what I have to say. I've listened to you for the last 15 or 20 minutes. Let me say what I have to say. Chairman, I have one procedural question.
Ms. Lerner, you're released. You may.
But first, I would like to use my time to make some brief points. For the past year, the central Republican accusation in this investigation—
We're adjourned. Close it down.
Political collusion directed by, on behalf of the White House. Before our committee received a single document.
Thank you.
Where is your question? If you will sit down and allow me to ask the question, I am a member of the Congress of the United States of America. I am tired of this.
And with that, Issa ended the hearing, walking out while his Democratic colleague, Congressman Cummings, continued to talk into a silent mic. Reporters caught up with Issa after the hearing, and he offered this.
By the way, can I just say this after he says that?
Shut it down. Why would you say shut it down?
Because he was talking into a mic in an adjourned meeting. The fact is, Mr. Cummings came to make a point of his objections to the process we've been going through. He was actually slandering me at the moment that that the mics did go off by claiming that this had not been a real investigation.
After she had established that she was pleading the fifth, you still asked several questions.
Yet
you did not give your Democratic colleague that same opportunity.
He was not intending to ask her any questions. It had been determined that she would.
Right, he didn't even have the chance to ask.
Mr. Cummings said that he had questions to ask. Instead, he began making an opening statement, even after the committee had been adjourned. Therefore, the committee stood adjourned.
So, Mika, don't you wish you could just say sometimes while I'm talking, shut it down, turn off his mic, and have me talking to a silent
Well, I do, and like Elijah Cummings, you just keep talking.
I do.
He just keep going. But Elijah actually was saying something I wanted to hear. Oh,
there he is. Look, he's smiling. He looked so mean yesterday, Willie.
No.
Never.
Let me be clear. Please do not shut my mic down.
We will not. And I will not shut Joe's mic down because often he makes points that are valid.
So Elijah actually and I were on committee together, and actually the same position there.
Did that ever happen?
That's right.
As chairman, you were ranking. Yeah, it happened all the time, except he was the one that shut my mic down.
Elijah, what happened?
But Joe and I got a lot done.
We got a lot done.
Yeah,
long-term care, et cetera, et cetera,
That's right.
et cetera.
What was the source of your
frustration? Went to the Olive Garden, ate a lot. But
what I was trying to do, first of all, Rule 11, and Joe's very familiar with it, says that
no, actually, I'm not,
we have
go
time.
Ahead.
We have time that the minority head should have an opportunity to express our views and ask our questions. But I was trying to actually help the chairman because he had asked some 10 questions of Ms. Lerner. She had decided that she was going to take the fifth. And what I was trying to do was to get to allow the attorney to at least provide us with a proffer. That is to tell us what his clients would have said if she were to testify. At least we would have gotten out some information, and then that would not have binded the committee, nor would it have prevented us from pursuing a contempt citation against her.
You would have little insight, right? And,
yeah, we'd have a little more
Lois
insight.
Lerner wouldn't have put herself in legal jeopardy. You would have actually known what her argument was going to be.
That's
and then
exactly
the
right,
Republicans
Joe.
that actually take that argument and find the weaknesses, which of course we would do. That's our job.
That's right.
I don't know. It seemed like a Bush League move to me. Willie.
Congressman, did you speak to Congressman Issa after this? And if so, how did he explain his behavior yesterday? Why wouldn't he let you get your question?
I have not had a chance to do that. But I think as I just looked at the clip, it seems like Chairman Issa thinks that he can read my mind. And he forgets sometimes that quite often we are left, that is Democrats in this committee are left out of the discussions. And with regard to deliberating and working with trying to get a proffer and those types of things. But he forgets that I'm a lawyer and I've been practicing for over 20 years. So I'm used to doing these kinds of things.
Do you have a good relationship with him personally, off camera, away from the committee?
Overall, it's a pretty good relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, cameras were rolling. Bill, I mean, so we obviously in this instance we agree with Darrell Issa, and what Lois Lerner did was wrong, and what the IRS did was wrong, and I wish that Barack Obama had shown as much strength with her as Chris Christie did with his people that did wrong, but he didn't. But in this case, I mean, this is short-sighted, Bill, isn't it?
It's short-sighted because we shouldn't be talking. We shouldn't be talking about Darrell Issa cutting off Congressman Cummings. We should be talking about Lois Lerner.
Exactly right.
I mean, it's not a trivial. It's not a trivial
That's
thing
right.
that a senior IRS official takes the fifth. That might suggest there something was wrong at the IRS, and that will ultimately be the important story, I think. And I assume Representatives Issa and Cummings will work out their problems. It happens. They should go out.
We have got to get to the truth, and we will get to the truth. And that's basically all I was trying to do, Joe.
Exactly.
And it's very unfortunate.
So tell me, you certainly have concerns, don't you, with a senior IRS official pleading the fifth? I mean, obviously,
no doubt about it.
But you have concerns, right?
Oh, I do have concerns. As a matter of fact, I've been pushing hard to trying to get. That's one of the reasons why I was trying to get my question out, so that we could at least begin to get information from her. Now, on the other hand, Joe, she took the fifth. And then with a party line vote, the Republicans decided that because she made a statement generally denying the allegations, that she had waived her rights with regard to the Fifth Amendment. Well, I think we have to be very careful with people's rights. And I don't care who it is, Tea Party or conservative, Republican, Democrat. Everybody's rights need to be protected, and I think that we need to do that. And we had legal basis to say that it was that they were not upholding her rights.
All right, TJ, shut
Elijah,
it down. Shut it down.
The same books in his bathroom.
Cut his mics. Turn
Elijah,
his mic
good luck with this.
Good to see
and
you, buddy.
please come back and talk about other things that you're trying to get done in Washington. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we've got a lot to do.
Well, we do. And
much.
this is, Bill's exactly right. This is a very big issue. What the IRS did, every American should be concerned about, whether they're Republican, Democrat, conservative, or liberal, when you can be targeted because of your beliefs, because of your political beliefs, and then you have an IRS official who has changed her story publicly 100 different times, and then she goes on and she pleads the fifth in front of a committee. That is a concern. And Darrell Issa got in the way of that yesterday by acting the way he did. It's unfortunate.
All right. We should know. We invited Congressman Issa on the show this morning.
Come on, Darrell.
But he was unavailable. So we hope to have him back on soon. Bill Kristol, will you stay?
If you wish me to.
This continuity stay.
Now that you've been so nice to my
Father,
kids, I am your slave here.
All right, let's go.
Seriously,
Congress is
Madeira is an amazing school because of his daughter.
Former Senator Jim Dominic's.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Americans are united behind a common goal.
Good, thank God.
One Silicon Valley entrepreneur, Ben Horowitz, is going to be joining us to explain how to build businesses when there are no easy answers. You're watching Morning Joe. We'll be right back.